Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Matt, and in today's video, I'm going to go into a lot of recent developments with Shiba Inu, including an awesome development in regards to its support and resistance. So if you guys are new, drop a like. Let's get right into it. So if you guys haven't really been following what's been going on, crypto has been having an absolutely amazing run recently, including the recent rise of Solana, Cardano's doing fantastic, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. It's been a great series of a few days here for a lot of people. Now, the reason that Shiba Inu here has sort of made the rounds, of course, and obviously, as you guys know, I do cover Shiba Inu on this channel. It has recently broken a very important sort of line of resistance, which I'm going to show you guys on the chart here. So I really find that Bitcoin, more than anything, is what is driving this, because as you guys can see on this chart here, it looks as if for a while here, it was kind of hanging below where it really should be. And obviously, if you want to be, sort of general with your estimate, you could say that all of this from late August, obviously now until early September, was really kind of just a mediocre, kind of downtrodden kind of phase, and the real line of resistance which it had to break was 7.5. And when you take a look at this, you can see that in many instances, it gets close. You guys see here it gets close, and then once again it kind of comes close and doesn't unfortunately get there. But now you guys can see on multiple instances it breaks past that 7.5 line, and really this appears to be one of the biggest, sort of shifts in tides for Shiba Inu. And obviously, you guys see the buy volume here goes absolutely insane. Of course, I'm sure this would send the relative strength index, through the roof, and it definitely does here exceed the 70 mark, but definitely not as much as I probably would have thought. So it definitely shows that this had been gearing up for this here for a while. And what's fantastic about this is that, again, Shib had a long time to sort of prepare for this. Obviously, we have late August, early September, of course, where it was really just kind of hanging out right around 7. And the goal was, okay, can this finally break past that 7.5 mark, especially with Bitcoin and Ethereum having their run? And of course, when Bitcoin and Ethereum have their run like that, it's important to watch what Shib is doing, because if Shib gets left behind, you question exactly what it's following, what markers is, Shib really responding to in the market. And thankfully, in this instance, it looks as if it's really followed Bitcoin, because when we take a look, of course, at Bitcoin here over the past 7 days, you guys can see, kind of a similar development here in comparison to Shib here over the past few days, and that is obviously fantastic. So that's really what we're going to be looking for. Now, of course, when I take a look here at the Fibonacci retracement here, which I'm going to show you guys here on screen, what we're essentially looking for right now, man, is obviously we want to widen our little graph here. What we want to look for, man, obviously, when it comes to a new time to buy, is figuring out exactly, where this is really going to bounce off of. Now, again, it's a little too early to tell when it comes down to it. So I definitely wouldn't, make this the be-all, sort of end-all here. But, in general, what it kind of looks at here is the Fibonacci retracement looks at, the end of this run, the high of this run, which it looks like right now is 757, and it identifies different percentage dips, and will tell you whether or not, based on these percentage dips, is a good time to, of course, buy or sell. Now, of course, the lower that it heads in these directions, let's say it goes down 78% from this high, back to where it was when this run started here. So the run started here at 725. So if it headed down 78% from its high, if it lost 78% of that growth, it would be at 732. And that really, without looking at the Fibonacci retracement, without that, that's kind of what I could tell anyway. You don't really need to use any technical indicators. I'm going to refresh, of course. You guys saw I refreshed here, man, and what are we really looking for? Well, we want to see right here at around 7.3, how many times is it going to dip to 7.3, and at each time, is it going to be able to maintain its status here? So again, you guys see, when we draw a line here at around 7.3, we have all this growth above it. The question is, are we going to chart a lot of candles below it, or is it going to sort of maintain that? And again, this has been a span of around 72 hours. So what I'm very curious about is to look at the remainder of these candles and to see, are they going to continue to chart up or, kind of chart horizontally, or are they going to potentially, crash below the 7.3 line here, and head further down? And obviously that would be pretty bad, because, all of this growth here that we got on the 4th would be, sort of viewed as completely gone, and that obviously would be very bad, for the future. So again, it looks as if in this circumstance, specifically, it has chosen to follow Bitcoin, which obviously, is sort of expected, but definitely nice to see some validation of. Speaking of validation, if you guys want to validate that your finances are doing well, sign up for Webull. Link down below in the description, folks. It's like the easiest way to get like 3-4 free stocks. Link down below. Some of them we valued up to $2,300. So if you guys want to get started, and of course support me in the channel, you guys get started. Link down below in the description. But regardless, guys, again, it's nice to see Bitcoin performing, incredibly well. Ethereum, same thing, man, right here, right below 4,000. So again, it's definitely bounced, a little bit above 4 at certain instances. But right now to see Ethereum, really just hanging out here at the high 39s is incredible. And like I said, Ethereum, really does, need to be above 35 for SHIB to stay looking good. But it appears that Bitcoin really is what SHIB is following the most these days. But again, it's interesting considering, of course, Doge, obviously, as, sort of a reactionary, kind of asset, will respond in a sense to, SHIB developments as well, and vice versa. But Doge has also been performing, relatively well here. Again, you look at the 7-day, here's the 7-day for SHIB, and then the 7-day for Doge. They're both doing pretty decent here over the 7-day, almost identical actually in charting here. SHIB is slightly more volatile here in this growth, but regardless, Doge is also doing well, which is, of course, fantastic, and it definitely shows that Bitcoin really is the driver of all these different things here. So what I'm looking at, again, like I said, over the next 72 hours here, really is going to be to see, whether or not this whole period of growth is going to be lost, or is it going to maintain some of this? And you could be sort of conservative with your estimates. And again, that's really what you have the Fibonacci retracement for, because, when you place this, you could sort of identify, okay, how much of this run are we going to lose? Well, we find the peak, and the peak, of course, here is right at 757. And then, we sort of look to see, okay, are we going to lose, 38% down from the high, 50% down from the high? We want to look at, out of this growth. And, when you do the subtraction here, it went from, roughly 725 up to 755. So it went up really 30 0.00000003 if you want to use the decimal place there. So you're wondering how much of that growth is going to be lost. And of course, that's what we have this for. And again, it is a little, early to tell, but especially when I expand this here, you guys can really get, a little bit of a better idea here. And I'm going to get rid of that graph there. You guys get a little bit better idea here. Our goal is to look at this and say, okay, where is it going to stop? Where is it going to bounce off of? And there are a lot of places it could. Again, could bounce off the 5 here. That is totally possible. Could bounce off the 618 here. Very possible as well. So there are a lot of different ways in which it could, sort of bounce off. But that would also, again, be alarming if it breaks through and falls through all the way down, to where this run would be completely lost if it fell below, the 100%, where this entire, period of gain here was lost. So that's what I'm definitely looking at here over the near future. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. My name is Matt. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.